Behold, the cosmic edge of sanity itself. Here, ancient powers wait for you. Before time, they wove secrets too vast for your mind to bear. Even now, their whispers crawl through the dark, calling you. You think you're brave enough to watch, but this is the threshold of all that is forbidden, and you will not escape unchanged. This is the curious case of Charles Dexter Ward. Charles Dexter Ward returned to the mansion his bloodline abandoned, bringing his wife to share in a legacy no one dared describe aloud. The house waited and whispered. Along every corridor, carved tentacles curled as if ready to move, to claim, to feed, and a single thought took hold. What if they were never meant to leave? Or were they never meant to be there at all?
Huh. What do you think this is for?
If you like it, we can get one for the baby.
A baby? Now that would be a surprise.
Their marriage teetered on the edge of collapse.
Maybe this is the house I deserve. Cracked, cold, and full of things I'm too scared to face.
Charles was consumed by the forbidden allure of the occult, driven to resurrect Joseph Curwen, a centuries-dead sorcerer whose experiments in life and death had stained the town's history with unspeakable horror.
I know it sounds crazy, but there's just something about Curwen. I don't know. It's like I feel drawn to him. Like maybe he understands my deepest desires. That's crazy. Stop it, Claire. Stop it.
Why stop? Charles is nothing. I am what your heart desires in secret.
I kept telling myself this was what Charles wanted. That he had planned it all somehow, to watch me give in. It made it easier to believe. That I wasn't really betraying him, just playing out some twisted story he started. And maybe that's why I let it happen. Well, Charles got what he asked for. God, was it me? Did I push him to this? I'm so sorry. I should be upset, but it's kind of hot. I'm not sure what got into Charles, but whatever it was, he's definitely different, and it's not bad at all. Not one bit, baby.
But Claire had no idea Curwen, through sorcery, was now wearing Charles's body like a suit. And while Claire was tasting every thrill she'd ever denied herself, Charles was trapped in Curwen's stolen body, helpless, discarded, a stranger in his own skin. He begged her to see the truth, but she laughed it off, called it another of his sad little games. The more he pleaded, the more she turned away. She needed to believe Charles was already back, because admitting anything else would have broken her completely. For all the pain he'd endured, Charles had never known such clarity. At last, he'd found the legend of Curwen's ancient bride, her name whispered like a promise. Calling her into the world was no madness, it was release. And as the ritual began, he felt euphoria reserved for the gods. Behold the paradox. Moira inspired infidelity purely to reclaim sincerity, a triumph of cosmic irony.
Charles is steady and silent, yet I'm restless and wild. Moira's chaos feels like truth, even if it's a beautiful lie. Sometimes love is a question without answers, where losing yourself means finally being found.
Moira's deal was simple. Love me or love no one. No halfway promises, no second chances. It was fire and ice wrapped in a challenge, and Curwen embraced it like a wild dance of fate.
Since Moira left, Charles has changed. He acts happy, smiling like everything's fine, but not sexy. And honestly, that's awful. Happy isn't sexy, is it? There's something missing between us, something he knows I see, and he knows I know, but we can't talk about it, we just don't.
Charles knew he couldn't face this alone. Desperation drove him to summon Curwen, to do what Curwen does best, or rather, who he does best. Or is it what and who? Either way, Charles had no choice but to surrender to forces beyond himself. In the end, he got his wife back, but he was no longer the man she wanted.
I took your life, and in doing so, taught you how to live it.
He regained everything. Everything but who he used to be. It took a dead man to teach him how to love. And sometimes, the monster is the one who shows you who you were meant to be.
Then again, maybe Kerwin isn't the puppet master after all. Maybe he's been reduced to the ultimate sex toy, just another instrument for my appetites. One thing is for sure, this is all madness, and it sure feels good.